You see the record right there. 0-22 is Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes all time. Yours truly, God's favorite host. We're winding down the previews, getting you ready for Crown Jewel early Saturday morning, this Saturday, 8 a.m., 7 a.m. Central, 5 a.m. Pacific. You know the drill. ESPN DTC, Pirates of the Caribbean, or Netflix internationally. We'll be here live, breaking it all down, watching it with you as we have the men's Crown Jewel Championship. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. The ring, the title, you don't get the key. It's all here on the Flex Zone podcast. Make sure you stomp that subscribe button, crossroads that thumbs up, hit the bell. Let us know who wins and what you think about this 0-22 record. Let's go back to that. Seth Rollins is 0-22, 0 wins, 22 losses against Cody Rhodes' dominant streak. This is including, obviously, the televised matches and house show matches as well. This did begin back at WrestleMania 38 when Cody Rhodes returned from AEW and returned to his home, WWE, continued through Backlash and Hell in a Cell, where Cody even beat Seth Rollins with a torn pec, one arm basically. WrestleMania 38, their first major match and the start of the rivalry, which Cody won. Backlash, Cody got the tights, won that. Hell in a Cell beat him with one arm. And Crown Jewel, the most recent confrontation as well. There have been 22 matches, 22-0 as well. And it's pretty much been eating at the bane of Seth Rollins' existence. Can I beat him? Is he doubting himself? Will he beat him? What does he have to do to beat him? What happens if he doesn't beat him? This is going to define the industry, even though they're both 40 years old. Cody Rhodes, back-to-back Wrestler of the Year, well-deserved. He is phenomenal. He is fantastic. He is the quarterback of professional wrestling.
These international crowds are fun, Wade. That's
Earth. And you got Seth Rollins, who may be the Wrestler of the Year for this year. The great moment at SummerSlam with the injury, the worked injury angle. Some of the matches he's put on have been fantastic. The triple threat at WrestleMania comes to mind, obviously. He is doing his thing. And yeah, he's the guy on Raw. Like I said, I think he will hold that title heading into WrestleMania in Vegas next year, but we'll see. Now, I do think Seth Rollins wins here. Now, there are a lot of ways they can go with this. Seth Rollins could win clean, which I don't think will happen. Seth Rollins could win with outside interference, which would be predictable, so I don't think it will be Bron Breakker or Bronson Reed, but could it be a new member that we've all been talking about? That's an option. Or could it be Paul Heyman? We saw the tease with him and Paul Heyman. We saw him yoke up Paul Heyman. We see Paul Heyman saying, you'll beat him. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. That's not a prediction. That's a prophecy. He's the oracle now. I think maybe we get the beast incarnate. Brock Lesnar maybe helping out Cody, or helping Seth beat Cody. Then it could lead to Seth, Brock, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed on the War Games team against the baby faces. Maybe Cena, maybe Roman, maybe Punk, maybe Jay and Jimmy. Who's the fifth member for Team Seth and the Vision? Maybe LA Knight turns heel. We'll see how it plays out. But like I said, these last few months, WWE are going to be loading up the shows. You got the big Crown Jewel show. You got Saturday Night's Main Event. You got Survivor Series. John Cena's final match at that Saturday Night's Main Event. So a lot of ways they can go with this. I think Seth wins. Is it Brock Lesnar? I don't know. Is it a new member? I don't know. We'll see. But I think Seth has to win here. It only makes sense. It doesn't make sense for Cody to continue burying him and beating him time after time. Cody can afford a loss. Cody won the Crown Jewel Championship last year, beat Gunther, which I would have had Gunther win. And Cody's bulletproof. Seth needs this. Seth needs this to validate him as the face of the industry, to validate him as the face of Monday Night, the face of WWE. He's always been the bridesmaid, never the bride, to Roman, now to Cody. They played into that. They've showed the enemies. They showed the allies. They said, hey, WrestleMania 40, I was your shield because I didn't want to have to go through Roman Reigns having the championship still and that taking over this industry. And then you turn around 6 months later and you team with the brother and act like nothing happened. That's pissing me off. And I don't like that. And I don't like you. And I'm going to beat you and finally overcome the stigma that I'm the best wrestler in the world. That's a good story. There is some story. There is history, unlike the other matches we usually get on these type of all-star game or dream match scenarios. I think this will be the match of the night. I think they will do what they need to do. I hope they give them like 30 minutes to go out there and just tell a story, have a good match. The crowd will be live. I think Seth wins through nefarious means, and I think he's the Crown Jewel champion. Like I said, this probably leads into War Games. What are the teams on War Games? Is Cody going to be on the War Games team? Is Cody going to be Maybe we get that finish we didn't get at WrestlePalooza, where Randy Orton comes out there to try to throw it off the vision. Maybe, beat away Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, but inadvertently cost Cody, like they were going to do at WrestlePalooza, which would have allowed Drew to win the championship. Would have liked that. Would have been unpredictable. Would have been nice and fresh. But Cody just won a title at SummerSlam. First title defense. He's not going to lose it. But maybe Cody, goes for the win, and Randy inadvertently, accidentally cost Cody, and then Seth takes advantage and wins. Could be Brock Lesnar. Could be a new member. There are a lot of ways it can go. Does Drew McIntyre get involved? Is Drew McIntyre maybe the next man with Brock and Drew McIntyre and maybe Cody, in this War Game scenario? Do we add Drew? But he's got something with Jacob Fatu, so I think they're moving Drew away from this, it seems like right now. But there could be some outside interference. I think there will be outside interference. I think that 0-22 will turn to 1-22. And I do think Seth Rollins does get the win here. And I think Seth Rollins continues to take that into Saturday night's main event. Maybe he does a one-on-one match with LA Knight. I don't want to see Seth and CM Punk anymore right now. Maybe at WrestleMania if they want to do that, but they need to, maybe they pivot, do Seth and Roman. Like I said, Punk could go after Cody. There are a lot of ways they can go with this, but I do think that Cody takes the loss to Seth. Seth needs this win. It would only validate his character. He's been, like I said, probably the wrestler of the year, at least in WWE in 2025. And let me know how you're feeling. Subscribe if you haven't. Seth Rollins, stomp it. Go ahead and crossroads that thumbs up. Hit the bell. Leave a comment if you made it this far. What are you looking forward to at Crown Jewel? What's your favorite match? What is going to happen in this match? Are you joining us at 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 5 a.m. Pacific, or are you watching after the fact? We'll be live breaking it all down. I think Seth wins. We'll see how it goes. This will be the main event. I think they need at least 25, 30 minutes in ring. Go out there and kill it. All the matches have been solid. It's time for Cody to get the win. Cody's a champion. He hopefully can get ingrained in some storylines heading into the end of the year. Paul Heyman teased the heel turn from Randy Orton. Maybe that's where they're headed. Maybe Drew is still lurking. We'll see. Cody can take the loss here. Cody needs to lose. Cody must lose. Seth must win and be the Crown Jewel champion. Sound off down below. I want to hear from you. We got all the previews and predictions on the channel. Check them out and let me know your thoughts. Crown Jewel this Saturday will be live. Cody and Seth should be a good one. Yes, we've seen it a lot of times, but usually these matches have no sort of meaning or stakes. This feels like it's important, and they're trying to make it as important as possible and really building it up maybe better than any championship match all year on the men's side. So let me know what you think. I think WWE is going to try to end the year strong. A lot of things they're going to try to put in motion to really get us intrigued heading into 2026 and hopefully Royal Rumble and WrestleMania season. So we'll see where it goes, and we'll be here to talk about it here on the Flex Zone. As always, your home for professional wrestling and only place giving you sports how you want to when you need it. Cody, Seth, let me know in the comments. I think Seth takes it and turns that 0-22 into a 1-22. That's a crazy record when you think about it. But shout out to Seth. He's very selfless, as you can tell. And Cody, he's a quarterback, but I think Seth is on his way to be potentially the wrestler of the year, and I think he wins here.